Donald Trump's recent remarks on Vladimir Putin have once again reignited debate over the former president's stance on foreign autocrats and America's role in global affairs. In a Fox News interview, Trump suggested that Putin was no longer the same person he had dealt with during his presidency, implying the Russian leader had grown crazier or more erratic. But the truth is, Putin hasn't changed. What's changed, or at least what needs closer scrutiny, is Trump's continued willingness to blur moral lines when it comes to authoritarian figures. Putin's aggression is not a new development. His track record, from annexing Crimea in 2014 to intervening in Syria and launching a full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022, paints a consistent picture of a leader driven by imperial ambition and disdain for democratic values. This trajectory predates and includes the entirety of Trump's presidency. Suggesting that Putin has suddenly gone rogue ignores years of calculated brutality and repression. When Trump says Putin wasn't like this before, it raises more questions than it answers. What exactly does he mean? That Putin was more measured during his term? That his actions were more predictable or somehow more acceptable? These kinds of statements suggest either a deep misreading of Putin or a strategic rewriting of history to serve current political ends. Throughout his presidency, Trump regularly expressed admiration for strongmen, not just Putin, but also leaders like Kim Jong-un and Recep Tayyip Erdogan. He often downplayed human rights abuses and framed these relationships in transactional, business-like terms. His foreign policy rarely focused on democratic ideals or moral leadership, but rather on what he perceived as strength and deal-making prowess. Now, with a return to the political spotlight and a potential rematch against President Biden on the horizon, Trump's framing of Putin takes on added weight. It's not just about geopolitical commentary, it's about how a former president continues to position himself on the world stage and what that means for American leadership. Putin hasn't changed. His ambitions are consistent, his methods brutal, and his disregard for Western norms as clear as ever. The real issue is whether Trump still views authoritarianism with the same indifference, or worse, admiration, that marked his time in office. As voters and citizens, we should be less focused on whether Putin is crazy and more concerned with what it says when an American leader continues to excuse or misunderstand tyranny.